Hello everybody, I'm here to share with you my latest work, what I did like recently. It's my Once Upon a Time mini album. I really love it, and I've been hoarding this paper forever, trying to save it for the special occasion. You know how it all goes. So I was thinking it's so precious that I don't want to just make something simple out of it, but then it turned out to be laying there forever. So I just went ahead and started working on it, and I saw lots of beautiful mini albums Once Upon a Time online, and I don't know who made what, but I grabbed a few ideas out of it, out of another people's work. So I just was gonna share with you what came out. First of all, that's the cover I made. It has this closure that you take out, and that's a tassel I made out of the glitter paper. And I used the cover of that album to cut the title of it, Once Upon a Time. And here's the you could place a picture on that mat and place the picture what you would like in here. It's the little crown. And here on the cover I used dye. What I was telling you about, I purchased a few dyes from eBay. It's a generic dyes. It's actually all started from this album, which I did not know about these dyes, and I just typed whatever I needed, and it came out as a dyes from China, generics, no even, how to say, no even name. It doesn't have a brand or anything, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and it cuts great. Look how intricate. Absolutely amazing. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, it's that one. It's a very decent size. Look how it's on a palm. It's big and nice. It's like half the palm. So that's that dye. And this is there was a Cricut cartridge. I believe it's Victorian Romance, I think, and I cut it with my new Cricut Explorer. That image, the woman and the man standing next to each other out of the glitter paper. That's the paper from the collection. And here I used the Tim Holtz paper. I forgot the name of it. Not creeped. What is it? I'll remember. I'll tell you. But it does look like a leather if you work on it a little bit. I ran it through the embossing folder, and I made this kind of corset thing. I thought it was falling nice into the theme of the album. And this is from Natasha Skrabukona, The Rose. It's kind of vintage, and I really loved it. How it goes together with the album. And here's my nice new tassels. It's actually made with the dye too. 1 second. It's Fringed Moms, so it's the largest one. I guess I could make even smaller tassels, but I thought this size works out fine. Here, very nice and very sparkly. And I placed this cord all around it. Look, it's nice and chunky. The only thing I didn't know how to finish it properly, so I had to leave here a little bit of glue out of a glue gun. I don't know how to get rid of it, but it doesn't look that bad, I guess, because it's all kind of vintagey. So when you open the first page, it goes to the pocket. And I meant to tell you what I made it with. It was the Celebrated collection paper socks. So it's out of Michaels. It's from Michaels. And instead of doing just one, I went ahead and I placed them both together. And it's two of that paper box. See, they are inside. It's two of them. That's how I saved the most out of that precious paper, because I didn't want to cut anything of it. I didn't want to cut much of it. So I thought that I would do like, I don't know, 10 by 10 or what it is. It's like 11 by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's about 11 by 11. It's a big, or maybe 10 by 10. It's a big mini album. It's not that mini. So the first page is that. And this is another die from eBay. Those generic dies. Very intricate, very nice. And especially I like to work with them with the glitter paper. It's really awesome. Came out so sparkly. And here's a little pocket which you could place your pictures in or whatever. Works like this. Very nice. And the first page is this. I got this with the Cricut cartridge too. The glitter florals. So you could place here the picture, or if you don't want to cover the letters, you could place picture here and write something in here like a sentiment or journaling spot. And this one, the second page, is with a tassel too. I don't know where I got this idea, but I really love it. So you could get the picture and you could place your picture in here, right here, so that it would hang instead of you gluing your pictures. And it's a lots of room for pictures in this album. Here's the mat again. You could place the picture in here and put it into frame. And here's a little book. It says Sweet. And I stamped it with the stamp. I'll show to you. I really love that stamp and I use it all the time to make a journal page. It's this one and it's a few of them. Capture the moment. I think it's from the Tuesday Technique, something like that. Or that, or this one horizontally. And you could use it either with the frame or without. So you could peel it off and leave the frame. Or you can also put the frame on the journal spot. Depends on how you want it. Really useful stamp. I love it. So that's the journal spots for the little book. It says beauty and one of a kind. And you place it here. So here's a journal spot, and you can of course use it however you want. You don't have to place your picture in here. You could just glue the picture wherever, right wherever. But I like how the gorgeous paper came out in there. You don't see it right away, but it's like you could see it somewhere in the background. Wow, I love that paper. This was a die, the mirror image, and I just decided to use it as a frame. So that's the first page. This die, I really love it. It's generic die too. Most of my dies are generics now. I saw this doohickey collection and I thought, oh my gosh, 17 or 18 dies for $75, I can't afford it. And eventually I found this dies, which is like so much cheaper. When I reached a number 100 or something when I was receiving them, and they all about $1, $2, $3. They cut great. They are extremely intricate and wonderful. And I mistakenly got 2 of them. So in one of my swap or giveaway or whatever I decided to do, I'm gonna give this one away. It's perfect. So that's what it is. And here inside you have tags where you could place the picture. There's that generic die too. And write journaling. Your notes, your messages, whatever you want. And since it's 2 of that bags, so that's the second one. You got 2 on that one on one page. Wonderful, isn't it? So much more room. And the hinges from the Katie Orta's idea. That's how she glued her pages on her mini albums. It's not a mini, it's a big mini, I would say. The second page is about the princess. There lived a beautiful princess thing. And mostly what I'm showing to you here is the dies. It's like, look at that gorgeous paper. That's the die too, one of the generics ones. And look at that die. The size of it is unbelievable. It's like half the palm. This is almost the whole palm, 3/4. And you get all these flowers, I mean all that butterflies, where you could use anywhere. See, it's all sparkly. Awesome. And this is the die too. That one was like 99 cents, if I'm not mistaken. Here. I didn't bring this one with me, but it's a die. So the next page, it says, there lived a beautiful princess. The next page is with the corner pockets, so that you get a little bit of tags. And I stamped it here. Distressed edges. Add some of the tattered lace in here. And it's all from Prima Collection paper. So I placed it there. Here's the journal spot. And here's another journal spot. This is the stamp. It says, oh, so happy. And it's embossed. And you can put your pictures in here too. So that's a pocket. You don't have to glue it. The way you can always change the album. So do whatever with that. Rather than you glue it and it's forever. And I don't like that idea. I like when you could change it. And here's that what I was going to show to you. My order from AliExpress. This is the tattered lace. What was in another tag. So I cut it in half. And this order was extremely cheap too. It was like $179 or something. And I got 2 of them. It was really good. It was on sale too. You get this lace. You get the other lace. I have a lace obsession now, so I'm ordering all kinds of laces for the lace book or something. And this gold one, I really loved it. I was almost done with the album when I got this gold one, so I didn't get to use it, but I'll use it in the future. So then 2 pockets, journal spots. I mean 2 pockets and 2 tags. That's another one. That's Tim Cole's Age. And that's journal spot. You place a picture here, you place a picture here, and you write something down. Very nice, cool stuff. Cool. Turn the paper. So this page is a little bit different. I made it with the envelopes. I got this shimmer cardstock envelopes in pink. They're really nice and shimmery. I guess it was 99-cent store. I was thinking for the longest time what I should do with that flaps on the pages. I mean, these flaps I made on the right side. I made the pockets, right, for the pictures. And on the left side, I did not know. It was just flapping until I came up with this idea, which I'm really happy how it turns out. So I got this shimmery envelope, and you could place here anything. Either pictures or goodies or whatever you want to give to the person. Just so wonderful. So here's that, and that gorgeous paper, and here's that idea again with the placing picture. It says Lucky Me. It's from the Heidi Swapp's collection, and that's a journal spot. You could place a picture on it or anything. So I did it like this, Lucky Me. It's on that page, and it's a little tassel again I made. I was waiting from the AliExpress to put the chain in here, but it took a little longer than I thought it would. So I just did the chain of that color, like a brownish kind of color. And this is journal spot again. The next page is that with the little flap made out of the envelope. It's all Kati Ortiz idea. I got that castle with this my Cricut Explorer. It doesn't have the opening here. It's just the flap. And you could place your picture. You could write your journal in here, your notes, journaling, and here too. And you could place your picture in here if you're into gluing pictures in. I'm not, but you might be. It says There Lived a Handsome Prince. It's another paper. It says You and Me. And it's a journaling spot. I made this tag, embossed it, and I ran through the embossing folder, and then I placed on it the transparent embossing powder. I don't know if it's called transparent or how. See-through embossing powder, I guess, I don't know. And the journaling spot, it's a big tag. In here. Here's a little lotus. Here's the 2 tags. In this, I really love this album. Journaling spot, and the edges I did with Martha Stewart's punch. So turning the page, and this page I made with the transparency. See, you could see through it, and you could also place anything in there, pictures or anything. And it's a little journaling spot, and here's the journaling spot, and here's my tassel again. Too bad the chain is not gold, but I think it looks okay with the brown in here. And that's the journaling spots too. The next page is that with the little inserts, what Kathy Orta was showing. So that's the journaling spot, place for a picture, journaling spot. And here's a little pocket. That's a die, a generic die too. I got it in there on eBay again, and I made that little pocket. But I'm really happy how it turns out. Regularly, this kind of die cost a bunch, but over there it was about $3 or something. And I made it out of transparency. And I made this little book for brochure for your notes. It's the same stamp. And you could place pictures too, and you could write again something, and you place it here. Isn't it nice? It says You and Me, and here's again the journaling spot, places for pictures, tags, place for pictures. And the holder I made out of my punch. It's an older sponge. I didn't pull it out, but I got it. You kind of get it and you fold it in half. So You and Me, and then the next page is with the envelope too, and that's a die too. If I pull it up, yeah, I think I did. Here, it's a die. $1.75 or something for that rose. Oh, 99 cents. Couldn't believe how cheap that was. I'm still like blown away. So this way, with the envelope, I extended the page that the paper, what I really love, wouldn't go to waste. So I placed the same paper over there, and a little bit of coordinating paper over here. That way you could put all the goodies you want in here. Here's my tags, journaling spot, place some picture, journaling spot. See how that works? How wonderful. And it's those great paper and this ephemera parts, what I went around with the stickles, journaling spot. That's my Cricut cuts, I guess, cutouts, I don't know. So that's a pocket too. It's a lots of room. It's a lots of real estate in here. You could do so much. You could place so many pictures in here. Here's another tag with a tattered end, tattered ribbon. You could write in here something. That's another something for writing. I'm really into writing. Used to be a writer. I mean, I used to be a movie critic, but yeah, it's the same writing. Sweetheart, it's a die. That's a magnolia die. The same dies with has a doohickey, sending people the doohickey dies. It's that brand. And here's my Cricut I love that paper. I don't know, I cannot get enough of it. This is generic die. Thanks a bunch. It's Magnolia dies with the pocket in here. And again, you get this extra room with the tags, what you can write on it, or you could just use it like a mat for a picture. Again, it's a little tag inside the tag. I love that. So that's another page like this. That's a die, generic one, the bottle. This album is not exactly light. I have to tell you, it's not easy to send. If I will have to send it to somebody, it's like wait quite a while. So that's that pocket flap, and you place anything in it. That's my tassel. You could get the pictures in here, right in here. Cricut cut me that little castle. It says create. It's Heidi Swapp's die, and it says it's a journaling spot. Happiness is, and you write something down. So I guess here's no pocket. I guess I meant it. Okay, place it here. That way you could just, you know, put your pictures in here, nice and neatly. That's another flap. Picture or picture here, or write something in here. That's a candelier here. That die is not cheap. That's from my previous batch, from the very expensive dies. I don't know how much that was. About $7 or so. What I like here, it's a little hole where you could hang something, like in a real candelier here. And I place a little sparkle dangle in here. It's like a crystal Swarovski style. It's really sparkly. Very, very sparkly. That's a flap. And here you could write something. It's an envelope, transparent pocket. And this die is from Gina Marie. That's one of the expensive batch. Not that expensive. Gina Marie is not that expensive, but still it's not as cheap as those dies. So you could place pictures here and write something. And you see the castle in there from the gorgeous paper, Once Upon a Time. Can't believe, guys, for how many years I was hoarding that paper. I don't know, it's about time. So that was experimental kind of place in the mat. I don't know. You place the picture here and you write something in here, I guess. Or place the picture here. That would be the last page. Or you place the picture here and write something here. It's a Prima paper with the same handle, nice and sturdy handle. Because this glitter paper, it's really nice. It's very, very thick glitter paper. It's not like Heidi Swapp's glitter paper. Look, that is Heidi Swapp's. That's really thin. I meant to get it for the longest time for the colors, but it turned out to be that I can barely use it because it's very, very thin. But anyways, any glitter paper works for me. I'm a glitter girl. I really love that. So the last page, it says happily ever after, and it's a flap with an envelope again for pictures. And that's again the die what I ordered for this album, the generic ones. So here's another transparency pocket with a little frame. Frames didn't came with the transparency. The transparency is just the regular transparency for like $20. You could actually emboss it, and you could heat gun it, but it doesn't come with that. So I placed it on. But you cannot see where it's like a, it's really hard to see. It seems like it's the part of the transparency. That's the beauty of it. And that's the cover page with the little beautiful pigeon and a pocket. The pocket, you could place something in, like extra pictures or journaling paper or something. And the closure is that. And in the end, it says, dream do come true. Because they do. That's exactly true. Dream do come true. At least it was my dream. I dreamt to have a lot of dies. Now I have it, guys. So that's my dream came true. It's a little pigeon, and that's a castle die, and this is dream come true die. Dream come true, dreams come true. Gorgeous and intricate. And that one I didn't show to you. It's in the envelopes, flaps here and there. It's another die I recently received, and I just added to it. So very cheap die, cut through the paper like through the butter, very nicely. Okay, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate that. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. Bye.